PK, a whole new era started at this football club today. First clean sheet all season at Old Trafford. Back-to-back wins at Old Trafford. There's a lot of firsts today. The manager, the big one though, mate. What did you take from that game that impressed you most under Ranić today, mate?
I think overall it was the best performance I've seen from Man United in a long time. And, especially as United fans, we've craved for having a good coach like Ranić, The full-backs today were outstanding. I think Dalot, in the first half, Dalot was free, and I don't know why our midfielders didn't pass it through to him. He was free all the time. Defensively, he was on top. I think TELLES really deserved a goal today. The one where he hit the post and it was he was really close. TELLES and Dalot, outstanding for me. The only problem I think United would look at is Scott McTominay, man. There were instances in the game where it was what is Scott McTominay even doing on the pitch? And even, people slate off Fred, but I think Fred actually makes an effort and he really tries to go and win the ball, win the game. But Scott McTominay just stood there. And I think that having Van de Beek on the bench with McTominay playing, I think Ranić is a smart enough coach to make that decision and, get Scott. I love Scott. He's a United boy, but I don't see what's happening with him. I just feel like Van de Beek must start, and the next few games, Ranić is the coach we've deserved. We've really wanted a coach like this. We're going to take a lot of time as well. The first clean sheet, big performances. I think all the players deserve a clean slate. Victor Lindelof, especially today, was outstanding in my mind. I think it was really good today. Harry Maguire as well played really well. So all the players get a clean slate for me, no doubt. And Ranić is the manager we need, the manager we want. It is what Man United deserve. We deserve a DNA. We deserve to be the team, that has a plan and action, And Crystal Palace, big up themselves. They try to play themselves, but Man United controlled the game. We had most of the shots. I think it was outstanding, and I just can't wait to look forward to Ranić and what he has, because many people from Germany say that the youth is going to develop, and you saw today, Elanga, not many people would have thought Elanga would be starting today, and he did, and he came on, and Greenwood as well. They showed that Ranić has a belief in youth, and that's what Man United is about. People, Patrice Evra said DNA. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was not playing Elanga, not every week. So, and you see Ranić coming in the first game and giving the youth a chance. That's what Man United is all about, He spoke about the likes of George Best and, all the others, the great youth players that we've had. And, giving the youth a chance is Man United.
That is the biggest positive with Ranić, isn't it? Because he's going to give the youth a chance. He's not going to be swayed by big names, big egos, big salaries. And it's, like you said there, the midfield, probably the one bad blip. Who would be that midfielder to come into that system? Because the 4-2-2-2 was there today. It was Fred and McTominay in there too. Would it be Fred and one other for you in that role more?
I think Ranić is, because he said in his interviews before that he has watched Man United quite a bit. So I think people will be surprised who he turns up with. But knowing Ranić and his reputation, he's not just going to sign anyone. If we sign a player like no one has heard for 20 million, y'all better look out for him because he's going to show up. Ranić won't just sign any big name, or he won't come under the pressure of Leicester wanting 80 million for Ndidi. Nah, Ranić will look at his options, understand it, look at his scouting network, and get the best midfielder out there for Man United. And I also feel like he can coach Van de Beek to play that role with Fred. I just don't know, people don't believe that right now. Even today, Bruno came off. I think Scott McTominay should have come off for Van de Beek.
Yeah. I agree with the Scott McTominay one. I thought he was probably our worst performer, but on a day of many positives, the clean sheet,
yeah.
The way we controlled the game, like you said yourself there. All we needed was that killer instinct today. Just surprising that it was Fred of all players to come and get that goal in the end, mate. And that he has brought to his game the last couple of weeks, hasn't it?
It was shocking, and I was at the Stretford end, and we saw the goal go in, and I was like, "Is that Fred?" And that's his right foot. So, it was like people are getting shocked, and I think all the players do deserve a clean slate. I agree with that. We have to give Harry Maguire was getting a lot of stick. I think today he was much better. Victor Lindelof, getting bullied
like
normally.
Someone said before, winning headers against Benteke. You wouldn't have expected that, would you?
No. Last season, we saw how bad, we were doing defensively. But this season, I feel like, because it is the pressure, when you have Varane standing in the back, as Lindelof, you are pumped up to go and give your best. As Telles, Shaw is behind, you are going to give your best. as Dallo, you know Van Bissaka. So, you know, the squad depth, which I feel like Man United is in good hands finally. You know, we have a coach, we have everything we need. And I just hope that it works out for us and, you know, glory, glory Man United.
Good times ahead, mate. But before you finish, mate, PK, who's your man of the match, pal?
Man of the match, I would go Diego Dallo.
Nice. I agree, mate. I agree. Cheers for coming on, buddy.
Thank you so much, Adam. See you around, man.